Investigation aspect of this, Lamont Freeman was allowed to be a 13-year-old for 27 minutes before gang violence ultimately took his life. Gang violence that was orchestrated by adults in our city. And cowardly acts of an Atlanta-based rapper that decided to go over into a rival gang stronghold and shoot a music video in a place that he knew he should not have been. And in the subsequent days, we saw homicides and shootings, and ultimately the deaths of 2 children as a result of his cowardly actions. And you know who you are. And I tell you that this team will work relentlessly to hold you and the persons that you are affiliated with responsible for those actions. The investigation aspect.
Urban Artificial Intelligence, strategic thinking media platform. The Atlanta police want Lil Baby, man. They want him bad. They want 4PF bad. We remember the press conference that the police had discussing the murder of the 2 young, innocent 13-year-old boys who were celebrating a birthday party. And this press conference was basically set up to tell the general public, we blame Lil Baby for this incident. We blame 4PF, even though he wasn't around. It didn't involve him. These were retaliation shootings that they feel like Lil Baby and his gang started. I want y'all to get in the comments and let me know what y'all think about that. The Atlanta police feel like because of this quote-unquote gang war that's going on, all of the shootings, or the majority of the shootings, the majority of the violent actions, they blame it on the leaders, man, whether they there or not, whether they around or not. I want y'all to get in the comments and let me know what y'all think about that. Now, these 2 young teens was killed by members of the Goodfellas gang. Goodfellas and 4PF is enemies. Now, I'm sure everybody at this point know whatever you doing, whatever your gang is doing, if the police is watching your enemies, they watching you too. And as we know, Goodfellas, they got a RICO indictment, all right? So they going through some of the pre-trial, pre-jury things that go along with the RICO. That's where we got this new information from. That's how we know that a RICO for Lil Baby is coming. Now, a lot of people thought that a while ago. They thought that months back. They felt like that just looked like what was going to happen next after the whole YSL thing. But recently, because of the police following the Goodfellas, the police have been watching the back and forth between 4PF and Goodfellas this whole time. So they got the RICO for Goodfellas. So, of course, if they know the crimes that the Goodfellas are committing, they probably know the crimes that 4PF is committing as well. Allegedly, the alleged crimes. Now, the Atlanta police is trying to say this all started from Lil Baby shooting a video in a rival gang's territory. So he allegedly shot a video in a rival gang's territory, all right? That video got shot up. The set got shot up, and I think 2 people got hit or someone was injured, all right? So they shot up Lil Baby video shoot. 4PF and Lil Baby answered back, all right? They retaliated back, and when they went and shot up a Goodfellas neighborhood, they killed somebody named Trevante Turner, who was a Goodfellas affiliate, and I guess he was a well-known person throughout the Goodfellas gang and in Goodfellas territory. And this is where we got the killing of the 2 13-year-olds. When Goodfellas retaliated for the Trevante Turner murder, they ended up accidentally killing the 2 13-year-old boys on one of them's birthday, which is a very unfortunate incident, man. Rest in peace to both of the young men that was killed. So now the police are trying to basically tie all this back to Lil Baby shooting a video in the Goodfellas gang territory. Now, I don't know if I agree with that. I will have to have a little bit more details. I personally feel like there should be more that Lil Baby personally has done. There should be more crimes that he's hands-on with. But, hey, I'm not a prosecutor. I'm not a judge. We got to wait and we got to see how the justice system works it out. Now, like I mentioned before, the police have been following the Goodfellas for a long time. That's how they have enough information to get them a RICO, all right? That's why they in the situation that they in. Now, Lil Baby is named in some of the Goodfellas paperwork as the leader of 4PF. It's even a conversation that was recorded on a wiretap of Goodfella members discussing Lil Baby putting money on people's heads, putting bags on people's heads. Now, that information came from wiretaps and a lead gang investigator named Marissa Ververti. So let's go to Urban AI real quick and get some information on Marissa Ververti. Urban AI, who is Marissa Ververti and what does she have to do with the Lil Baby and 4PF Rico?
Marissa Viverito is a gang investigator with the Atlanta Police Department. She has been involved in high-profile cases, including the 2022 Rico arrest of rapper Young Thug. Recently, during court proceedings, investigator Viverito presented wiretap evidence alleging that Lil Baby, whose real name is Dominique Jones, placed bounties on certain individuals. This evidence has led to reports that Lil Baby and his 4PF collective are expected to face RICO charges. These developments have sparked significant discussion within the hip-hop community and among fans, as the potential charges could have serious implications for Lil Baby and 4PF.
Okay, Urban AI, what did she have to do with the YSL Rico? What role did Marissa Ververti play during the whole YSL Rico?
In the YSL Young Slime Life trial, Atlanta Police Department investigator Marissa Viverito served as the lead investigator and was considered a gang expert. She took the stand as the state's final witness in November 2024, presenting evidence such as social media activities and text messages to support the prosecution's claim that YSL functioned as a criminal street gang involved in various illegal activities. During her testimony, Viverito faced cross-examination from defense attorneys, including Doug Weinstein and Max Shart, representing defendants Diamante Kendrick, also known as Yak Gotti, and Shannon Stillwell, respectively. Her responses during cross-examination led to some contentious moments in the courtroom. In April 2025, rapper Young Thug, whose real name is Jeffrey Williams and a central figure in the YSL trial, publicly criticized investigator Viverito on social media, referring to her as the biggest liar in the DA office. He accused her of providing false testimony that contributed to his arrest and claimed she was making similar allegations against fellow rapper Lil Baby.
Okay, so there we go. This is why she brought this information to the Goodfellas grand jury hearing. She works undercover. She's an undercover agent and she's a gang expert. So she probably goes out in regular street clothes and befriends guys, befriends rappers, befriends prominent or high-ranking gang members, and then she gets information on them. And when the police want to take them down, she shows up at court and she tells everything that's been going on. All right. So she did this allegedly with the YSL trial as well. She befriended some of them and she got some information without them knowing that she was the police, and she was able to use it, whether you think effectively or ineffectively, during the YSL trial. Now, Young Thug was tweeting about this individual investigator, and I want y'all to get in the comments and let me know, what do y'all think about Young Thug communicating with the same investigator from the YSL trial? Obviously, he's cool with Baby. He don't want Lil Baby to go to jail, and Young Thug and Lil Baby versus them. But what do y'all think about Young Thug going at this investigator online after he's fresh off a Rico and his homeboy is about to enter a new Rico? He's calling her a liar in the tweets, and there was a lot of conversation online about her performance and her execution in the YSL trial. It wasn't great. All right, y'all can go look it up, or you can Google her name with YSL trial, and you'll be able to see some of the mistakes that she made. Now, I don't know how involved she's going to be with this Rico moving forward. I haven't looked that deep into the paperwork. I don't know if she's the lead investigator, but it feels like this could be a second chance for that department, for that office, to get a W after the YSL blunder. I want y'all to get in the comments and let me know. For the Atlanta Police Department, do y'all think this is a revenge Rico for the YSL trial? Because that did not go well for the state. All right, let me know what y'all think. Does this connect? Because why are they using the same gang investigator? I could see if she had a successful showing before, then you gonna go back to your big guns. But for them to have the inconsistent sequence of events all throughout the YSL trial, I don't know why they don't go with a different gang investigator. Maybe I'm not up to par on the business of the inner workings of the police and the investigations and all the court stuff. And I don't know anything about that, but just seeing how she performed in the prior case, I don't know why you go with this pick. Maybe she has some information that will for surely get them a W. I don't know. We're gonna have to wait and see. Goodfellas grand jury hearing. There was some public defenders there. They were gearing up to build a defense against the 4PF Rico. So those public defenders are there just in case anybody from 4PF can't afford an attorney. Attorneys will be provided. So they have to know about the case before it starts so they can build a defense. And the information that they're getting early that they need to build a defense basically is saying it's going to be a 4PF Rico. All right. So it looks like it's inevitable. It looks like it's coming. I want y'all to get in the comments and let me know. Do y'all think this Rico is going to go like the YSL Rico? Have they learned their lessons? Will they be more polished and tactful this time? I don't know. I guess we got to see, man. Urban Artificial Intelligence, Strategic Thinking Media Platform. I'm going to see y'all in the next episode. Peace.